Okay, this is quiz 2, systems of linear equations. First of all, once you get your quiz back and you see a mark like this with a highlighter, that means that that problem is not done correct. You can fix the problem, reflect on what you did wrong, and show me how to fix it. I'll give you half of your points back. So if you scored a 12 out of 10 out of 12 and you fix your corrections, I'm going to give you 1 extra point, so you'll get 11 out of 12. If you missed 4, I'll give you 2 back and so forth. So I'll give you 50% points back. Okay, let's get to it. Question number 1. We got an equation y equals 1/5 x plus 2. That means this is our starting point. Okay, I put a starting point. And 1/5 is our slope. What that means is that you go 1 unit up and 5 units across. Okay, so we're starting at 2. Right here's 2. We're gonna start. Then we're gonna go 1 unit up, 5 units across. 1 unit up, and then you go 1 unit up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right here's where you're gonna end up. Then you're gonna connect these 2 dots, make sure you extend your line, and this is it. Problem solved. Solved by graphing. Question number 2 is a little trickier. There's a couple of ways you can do this problem. I'm going to show you one, and actually I'm going to show you 2 ways. So option number 1, you get x minus 2y equals minus 4. You can graph it first by solving for y, making the equation look like this: y equals mx plus b. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. So I'm going to rewrite it again. X minus 2y equals minus 4. Okay, so now get rid of x's by subtracting x from both sides. So you're looking now at what's left here. Minus 2y equals minus x minus 4. Then you got to divide by -2 both sides. So these are gone. So you got y equals -x over -2 is just going to be x over 2. Minus 4 over minus 2 is going to be plus 2. Now x over 2 is simply put y equals half x plus 2. And now you got to do the same thing you did in question number 1. Your starting point is 2, so I'm going to go right here, put my starting point right here. My slope is 1/2, 1 up, 2 across. So I'm going 1 up, 2 across. This is my point. Again, from this point you go 1 up, 2 across. This is my point. Connect them, and there you go. You get your equation graphed. That's it. Okay, option 2. I'm going to show it to you real quick because why not? So right here in the bottom, option 2. You have, I'm going to draw a table. On this side is going to be x. On this side is going to be y. Okay, and in the middle is going to be x minus 2y equals minus 4. So first you want to plug 0 for x. I always do that. I always pick 0 for x. So you're going to get, instead of x, now you're going to put a 0 here. So it's going to be just -2y equals -4. Now divide both sides by -2. Both of these are gone. Y equals -4 divided by -2, 2. So my first point is 0, 2. which is this point right there, okay? So I'm going to highlight that right here, okay? Kind of smeared it a little bit. That's our first point. All we need is find the second point. And for the second point, I put y equals 0. I put 0 right here, okay? Blend 0, 2. Y equals 0. So I'm going to, again, instead of y, I'm going to put 0. So now we get x equals, because this is gone, x minus 0 is 0, is just x, negative 4. And there you go, I just found my x. X equals negative 4. Put negative 4 in here. My next point is negative 4, comma 0. And now you can look at here. This is the point, negative 4, comma 0. Okay, that's your second point. Connect these two dots and you have your line. Now move on to question 3. We're looking at first equation, negative x plus 1. It starts at positive 1, and you know the slope here is negative 1. Okay, that means 1 down, 1 across. So you're going to go 1 down, 1 across right here. 1 down, 1 across, 1 down, 1 across. So this is your first equation here, okay? So I'm going to graph it and I'm going to label it equation 1. Okay? And then I'm going to graph equation 2. Equation 2 will be graphed at negative 4. We start at negative 4. And then we're going to go 1 up, 4 across. 1 up, 4 across is right here. This is the point of intersection. Found it. So the answer here is 4, comma, negative 3. Question 4. Mario Plumbing is charging $90 for initial call, plus $45 an hour. Write an equation to represent the situation. I'm going to use my colored markers here. Initial call is 90, so I know it's going to be plus 90. Y equals, and 45 an hour. So we're going to call it 45 times x. Some of you guys did a fantastic job and labeled that x equals hours and y equals money. Fantastic. This is awesome, and that was an A+ work. Most of us got this problem right, which is amazing. Okay, now how much will it cost for Mario to work 4 hours? Question number 5. 4 hours means x equals 4. So now our equation goes y equals 45 times x plus 90. Y equals 45, and instead of x, you already wrote down 4, because x equals 4, and it's a substitution here, plus 90. So 45 times 4, let's calculate this real quick. 45 times 2 is 90, so it's going to be 180 plus 90. A lot of you guys left at the 180, forgot the 90. So we're going to go, it's 180 plus 90, y equals 270. So the answer is $270 to work for 4 hours. So here you go. This is your answer. Last question. Mr. Orlov has only $600 and needs Mario to complete an 11-hour job, a long project. So does he have enough money? So let's see if x equals 11. How much will that cost? So y equals 45 times 11 plus 90. Y equals 45 plus 11 is 495 plus 90. So y equals 500 and $85. Is this less than 600? Yes, it is. So the answer is yes, because I'll even have $15 to spare. I can buy myself an In-N-Out. That's it.